listen, like I'm in love with you. Like, can we talk about this?
Guys, so congratulations on the show. I've gotten to watch the first few episodes, which I really enjoyed. So it's really the story of the character of Belly, but it's also a story of you three and how you're maturing and facing adolescence. Talk a little bit about each of your characters and kind of how they see the transformation of Isabella and how they're kind of experiencing their own transformations on the show.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's done, I think, really well in the books and adapted to the show. But showing up for the summer, the very beginning of the first episode, when you haven't seen someone for a long time and they look almost unrecognizable to how your image of them is, it takes a second. And if in this situation for Conrad and Jeremiah, it's obviously it's romantic, but I think that's such a weird thing, when you've like family friends you haven't seen in a year and a half, and then they show up and they're taller than you, which is cool, but it's also just jarring. And I think it's just a point in all of their lives that they're really learning a lot and changing a lot, and for the most part, too fast for them to handle.
Yeah. What about for you guys?
Yeah, I would say, I mean, as far as Belly goes, I think Jeremiah has always kind of had his eyes on her. And it wasn't until, like, recently where it's like, oh, wow, like, we're at an age now where that's, a possibility. I mean, obviously, there's always Conrad, but, I'm get out of here. but Jeremiah's always going to be there for her. As that best friend, as a shoulder to lean on, a shoulder to cry on. And I really just loved that about our relationship, and just kind of seeing the changes between like, hey, I kind of have a little crush on you, to like, listen, like I'm in love with you. Like, can we talk about this? I think was such a fun arc to explore in the series.
Yeah, I think that sense of independence that Belly goes through, we all kind of go through. I think just as much as it's a coming of age story for one character, I think it is for everybody,
Yeah.
We're all on that brink, that 16, 17-year-old brink of becoming an adult. I know Steven, he's getting a job at the country club, he's finding a girl that he likes, and he trying to gain more independence and freedom, and it's this beautiful, beautiful mesh of all of us trying to gain our own independence, and then all of us constantly making mistakes and constantly screwing up that sense of independence that we get, like so fleeting, But that's what makes it so good. It's so realistic,
Yeah, I mean, and one of the things I liked is, there were all these kind of really poignant moments in the first few episodes that I've seen. For each of you, give me one scene or moment that you found like the most affecting or the most accurate.
In the first couple episodes, I think for me, the most affecting was after Steven cheats, or quote unquote cheats, on Shayla with Taylor, and Belly confronts him outside of the pool. That was a very grounded scene for myself. And Lola, unbelievably talented. She is amazing. She makes everything so easy, especially acting alongside her. And that scene was from the first couple episodes, one that was most grounding to me.
Yeah. And for you guys?
Yeah. Man, it's tough. I would have to say that one of my kind of favorite scenes would be the dinner table scene for her birthday. I think just with the dinner with Cameron and Belly and the whole family together, it seemed like you could just really tell like about everyone's relationship and rapport. Like, it was so cool to explore, like, yeah, I'm sitting across the table from Taylor over there, and we have our own relationship, and we're, like, shooting each other looks. And then I'm sitting looking over here at Belly or Cameron, And I think just like it was such a beautiful mix of exploring literally like 12 different relationships at one time. So that was probably the most fun from that. Yeah.
I think something that was really important to me when we were shooting it is when Conrad decides not to give Belly her birthday present. Because when I was doing the work for that, I was like, what? You have it in your pocket. Just give it to her, you know? But then like justifying that through the character and trying to understand why he can't, why he feels like he really can't. I think overcoming that obstacle was important in like moving forward and, you know, then recovering, you know, reeling it back in. But,
Yeah.